like the politics and shit like.
Oh, okay. I just remember Netflix starting around 2000. Now it's on my phone. I just don't exactly remember what we were saying at that stretch of time, but that's all I meant. I couldn't remember exactly what the main topic was.
I don't know that there was like a main topic. It was the section where you were playing multiple clips, or David played a clip too. That whole show.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, David was playing the clip from the guy in the video that I had up top too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of a continuation of what Marshall was talking about last night with the John conversation. Really, that's actually why I named the room what I did, and it was sort of a continue. And I had sent John that clip, and I really posted it hoping John would come in because I sent it to him to his one of his other social medias, and I was like, this guy's exactly what I think he was saying. And sure enough, that is kind of what he was saying. John says it's slightly stronger than I do, but he said just a little stronger than I do. I gave a little more grace, for better or for worse, that there's a few more boxes people might fall into. But if you're in a room and you're pissed off and you're talking pissed off, you're not going to say it all perfectly, right? And so I think Marshall was holding him to a really high standard of like, I expect him to say these things. It's like, bro, people are fucking pissed off. And you're an enigma, and people are going to be pissed off at what you represent. And John is particularly pissed off about you and has voiced the frustrations many times. So the idea that you're going to get upset when John's upset, it's just like a cycle of, you got to understand what you sign up for when you are endorsing the GOP, even under the most adverse fucking political times we probably remember in our lifetimes. Almost all of us, right? It's like, this is a complete shit show. And if you're still not saying it's a shit show, then you're a shit show. That's the bottom line. Say that as cool as you want, or do as many disclaimers. Fuck the disclaimers. You're a shit show if you still support Trump. Whatever your excuse is, you've seen all the reasons why you should not be doing that. And if you can't see them, and this is what Sam said earlier, it's like you're a piece of shit, right? Which is exactly what fucking Hillary Clinton was saying years ago, with only less information because all she had was grab him in the pussy, and the guy fucking was starting like, child beauty pageants to look at, grope women, whatever it is he's doing. Guy has like sexual allegation cases up the ass, never pays his workers, is a complete ass fuck, comes down the stairs berating people not from the country who are brown skin as his paid plan of propaganda. Speaking very much to the book that I was reading from today, right? Which talks about that when he came down the stairs as well. It's a well-known fact that he paid to do that as a PR stunt with paid people in the crowd. They're not sending us our best. Like, oh, you didn't know then Trump voters were pieces of shit? Like, you just needed this term? You're fucking asleep at the wheel now. And people, with the, Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, how does that look now? You're fucking deranged. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. Or, you could, and this is me saying it nicer, right? Because now, if you're still voting for him, I give people a little grace. If they couldn't figure it out in 2016 or 12, whatever, and they had like a desperate reason, right? Or they thought they had a desperate reason. But again, like the name of the room previously was, it's not that all fucking people in the GOP are racist. It's just that if you're a racist, that's the only party that you would reasonably to go to that would welcome you with open arms, right? It's not that there aren't racists in the Democratic Party, and a lot of Democrats that suck. We all know that. But when that becomes the narrative, i.e., Fox is the same as MSNBC bullshit, they're not the fucking same, right? They are both fucking ridiculous. They're both corporate capital interests. They both exacerbate the truth. They both don't give a shit, right? But one doesn't give a shit a whole lot more, right? That's just all I'm saying, right? You can do this argument all day long with whoever you want. When people try to do the false equivalency, someone needs to call bullshit. And if you're somebody who's still voting for him at this point, there's no excuse. All the excuses are used up. That's all people are saying. And get ready for civil war if you think there's a middle ground. If you think nothing's going to happen and he's going to leave off, get ready for civil war. Get your fucking ammunitions ready, like the crazy duck hunters were trying to do back in 2012 and all that shit. Like, now's the fucking time. Be ready for fucking Armageddon. because there's no scenario that you can possibly name that you have strong confidence in that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Things will work out. Why? Why are things going to work out? What safeguards do we have in place left that you feel confident about that can't be manipulated when billions have been siphoned from your government? When countries are in fucking blackout around the world, like
it's a little more than billions.
We're going to war on a daily basis, bombing countries so often that we don't even know what we're doing because we're so busy putting out fires everywhere else because that's part of the doctrine. Anyways, I'll get off.
Duck on Nose is pretty fucking funny. The MSNBC on information quality brings me back to my hot take, which I got to because, well, let's say the hot take, which is AI search could actually be improving the quality of information that people are relying on. I got to that because Florida Man, doing his AI first search, Florida Man is a character on here who I have heard very seriously and strenuously argue for the existence of the Illuminati, secretly controlling the world. And, like, that's the title.
Hello?
It has omitted a variety of trustworthy sources from his information diet that are now getting stuck back in through whatever sources the AI is pulling from. Sometimes it will be, and I don't know how that aggregates up to the total information for every other unit, but that's why I
Yeah, no, I did often say I wasn't here earlier, but I think the conversation shifted since I got back in, so I was just listening. What's up?
Strike the master chord, draw the flaming sword, crown, child and conquering lord, avenger.
This is not true.
Just get the point, and then why you come
And every bee I invoke, throughout the whole of the ritual, give the sign of Apophis.
The only begotten child of Osiris thy father, and Isis thy mother, he that was slain, she that bore thee in her womb, flying from the chamber of the water.
Really don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just.
You made your choice. You made your choice. You picked Trump. Like you're a Trump supporter.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
I'm reading your little voting thing on your page here, and when asked if Trump's getting it done, you were like, "Yeah, of course."
I
You were
must
just
have been.
joking.
I must have been acting. I must have read too quick. I'm not a Trump.
Is the U.S. President Donald Trump good for America? You wrote, "Hell yeah."
I'm weak as hell. I meant to say hell no. That's funny as fuck.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I'll lay off then.
No. I mean, and to be honest, like, I don't know about Trump. I don't know about Trump, but like, the Donald Trump, like, I feel like right now everybody feel like Donald Trump.
Poor little puppy's been neglected. It is basketball practice.
I just like everybody think if you talk about him now, you say you got Trump deranged.
What you say? Yeah. He can handle the ball, so he doesn't want to be a center, but right now he's either 4 or 5. Yeah. So he sometimes brings the ball up. They're like traveling to AAU team, so second tallest, yeah. He's Henry's a brand new 13, so this is a 13 and under, so he's one of the younger ones in the team. Most of them are and have been 13 for a while. I put him on mute. I don't know if he was
I'm weak as hell. I thought
hot
we
micing on accident.
That's funny as hell. That's absolutely. Shout out to him, whoever playing basketball.
I am in an Airbnb.
But I guess what I was just gonna say is like I feel like when you talk about Trump nowadays, people say you got Trump derangement syndrome. If you say anything, which I think is wow, because you can't really criticize him, which it is what it is. But like me personally, I just think the personality traits, bro. Like I don't understand how you can just sit back and listen to him. It's like you think he's for you. So I don't know. The fraud shit is fraud. He's getting away with it. From Trump University to fucking Trump States to the fact that you can't even talk about his shit no more over the IRS. The shit is it just stinks, but I already know it is what it is. I don't think there's much anybody can do anything to change it. So that's my.
Well, I think there is. This is like where I don't share. I kind of oppose or like opposite of well, I don't even know if that's true. I just think that there is like a subset of MAGA voters, or at least former MAGA voters, that if you're looking at the job approval ratings for Donald Trump, and you're looking specifically at Republicans and MAGA voters, generally they're not happy with how he's handling things. And while at the same time there's a set of these people that we are never going to reach, and these people have been here all along throughout American history. This is nothing new. They've been here the entire time, and we've just dealt with them. There is a set of MAGA voters that they're not they're not these insane assholes. They were genuinely sort of conned by the con man. Now, these people, I think we can reach with our words and what we say, and I think that like for instance, like when Pro was on a soapbox earlier, like those words can reach those people. That's why that's important for people like Pro to say that, and for whoever else wants to say it. And so I think these people, this set of MAGA voters that I'm talking about, they're like independents, they're traditional moderate Republicans, and they took a chance on Trump. I could see why they would do that, but I think that these people, I think they're capable of understanding that they made a mistake, and that they know why they chose wrong, and that they're able to turn away from that and not do that, and take a new path forward, I guess. Like these people, we can reach them. They are salvageable. They're not. We shouldn't throw them in the trash.
So
that's what I'm trying to say. I can say a lot more about it.
I definitely agree with you. And the interesting thing that I see is two things. Just hearing you talk, it made me think of a word. That word is called rhino, which I didn't create. It's a word I've learned recently, which I find very interesting. Where it's like some people feel like you're not Republican enough. Which I'm like, damn, I actually like regular Republicans. I don't think there's anything wrong with a regular Republican. That shit is just crazy.
You know it's the acronym, right? You know what it stands for?
It was a Republican in name only or some shit like that.
That's it. Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Yeah. But in my opinion, I feel like, again, like I grew up through the Bush. I grew up Obama, all of that. Back in the day, people treated Bush like he was a boogeyman. And fast forward to now, I don't feel like he was a boogeyman at all. I never sat back and felt like Bush was a narcissist and he only cared about himself. Not to say he's not perfect, but like, I think that's the crazy part. Like when I hear people call somebody a rhino, it means like you talk about somebody that lives in the country before they party, at least a little bit.
Yeah, he was just like a dumb frat boy. That's kind of it. Yeah. Like and he's not that dumb, like you said, to your point. In retrospect, it's like, he's not as stupid as I thought. There was a whole different level he can get to.
He didn't lower the dignity of the office.
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a little bit at the time.
But that's just
but in retrospect, no.
Is. That we out here praising Bush.
I can hold two shitty people in my mind at the same time.
And it's funny how shit people like. I do think there are some people that can be saved, and not really saved, but like I don't know. You got a motherfucker that's willing to fake his own assassination attempt to sway people's thoughts. Then you got the spread of information on the internet. I just feel like we live in very unprecedented times, and I just don't know what's gonna happen. So.
how many people were part of JFK's assassination?
Hot take. I went with the hot take. The fake assassination. You went there. Hey man, would I be surprised? No. Am I saying that declaratively that he faked it? Nah, I'm not on the grassy knoll side on this one either. But I would not be surprised. I just can't lead with that. I just don't want to sound hypocritical to who I am whenever I hear that stuff come from the other side. For we didn't land on the moon and all this kind of stuff.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask next.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all fishy. If somebody did an assassination attempt for real, we should still be seeing it on the news. People don't even talk about it. But the fraud stuff, in itself.
that is weird. That you have a point, right? Like that is weird. But to the weirdness, we don't talk about anything of the monumental stuff that happens on a day-to-day basis because there's so much. You have to just keep up with the current events with this guy. It's just increasingly atrocious.
It's good though. It's good. It works for him though. It's like you do so much bad stuff that people really just can't keep up to the point it's like you didn't do anything at all. People just get desensitized. So
We didn't talk about 4 public shootings last week alone.
Big Vegas.
Yeah, to me that's the takeaway is all the stuff that's going on. Like for example, did you guys know that Kitover Garcia just had his criminal case dismissed? Like no one talks about Kitover Garcia anymore, right? And so, and there's still people who were deported to El Salvador and then subsequently transferred to Venezuela. We're still in Venezuela, who are still asking the government to come back to the United States. We don't talk about that at all. And to be honest, I think there's way more to say about something like that than there is about some guy who tried to assassinate the president, particularly until information comes out about who they are and their motives and stuff. Like, you just report that and move on, right?
I saw that story, but I looked at the legal press headlines. It's definitely not. I don't know. Is it being covered on any TV news?
I don't know. I mean, maybe in passing, but yeah, I get beginning of some little legal press. I mean, the administration is building an entire parallel federal prison system. The immigration detention is literally the same size as the existing federal prison system. I'm talking about big picture.
Because it gives money to their own donors. I mean, it's might
that's one reason.
become the financial grift, so that way it'll set up the next generation of political manipulation through finance. That's how I see it.
we have not even begun to experience the fallout.
Or that 27% of our national debt is done under Trump alone. 27% of the nation's debt under Trump? Holy.
So I got a question about this debt, because I hear people talk about the rising debt all the time, but I don't see nobody not buying a house. I don't see nobody not buying